Good morning and welcome. 100 years later, Colorado's gift to the nation has benefited millions of visitors from around the country and the world. Now we are here to rededicate this special place for the benefit and enjoyment of all Americans for the next 100 years.
100 years ago, if you think about it, that generation had a lot of courage and foresight to protect Rocky. It was a more difficult time. It was uncertain times. World War I loomed. And you could easily see that generation saying, we're going to extract every value, material value we can from all of our public lands. But they saw this place as a reservoir of clean air and clean water, wildlife, and those intangibles of inspiration and freedom. We can prepare our parks for the future. And in this 100th year, that will be a gift that's long-lasting and priceless.
We all have our favorite place or our favorite dozen places in this park, and just take a second to reflect on that, because it really is the thing that for me has really changed me, being outdoors in these wild places, to see the wildlife, to experience Ouzel Lake on a perfectly clear day, to look out on the top of Estes Cone in a 360-degree view, or to hike up here. There's really quite nothing like it.
A letter from President Woodrow Wilson. So I would like to share that with you this morning. President Wilson writes, "My dear Mr. Mills, I wish sincerely that my duties left me free to attend the formal opening of the Rocky Mountain National Park on September 4th, but as it is, I can only send you this message to express my deep interest and to convey my warmest congratulations on the completion of a project in which the country has been so much interested. Cordially and sincerely yours, Woodrow Wilson."
We all know the special place that Rocky Mountain National Park holds in our hearts. The special place not just for Colorado, not just for the National Park Service and the incredible work that they have done here, but for people across this country who can remember as children coming with their parents to this very special place. And it's with great honor with Senator Michael Bennett to pass Senate Resolution 221 in the United States Senate, starting with a quote from Enos Mills, who said, "In years to come, when I am asleep beneath the pines, thousands of families will find rest and hope in this park."
We really have to remember to protect the natural beauty that drew so many of us here in the first place. And I think in this age of expansive urbanization and rapid technological advancement, preserving our natural connection to these wild spaces is as important as protecting Colorado's wilderness itself. And this is especially true for children. And then we get to instill in our children that sense of jaw-dropping awe, but also that sense of adventure, of the unknown around the corner, and that respect for nature that can only come from experiencing nature. It connects them not only to our history, but it connects them to themselves, to their essence, their human nature. It assumes that it makes the assumption that they will value wilderness and cherish and continue to protect it for future generations, so that 100 years from now, our children's grandchildren will be celebrating the 200th anniversary of Rocky Mountain National Park. It's our collective responsibility. I mean that every single person who's here and everyone throughout this state. It's our collective responsibility to advance that vision that every Coloradan, every American deserves the opportunity, as John Denver so beautifully put it, to, and I quote, "experience the serenity of a clear blue mountain lake, to walk in quiet solitude in the forests and the streams, and find themselves enveloped in shadows from the starlight softer than a lullaby." I mean, it's almost hokey, but it's so beautiful. I want to thank you all for your love and your appreciation of Colorado's great outdoors, and especially Rocky Mountain National Park. And thank you for working so hard to preserve and protect it for the enjoyment and delight of generations to come.
So when you have this sort of very rare opportunity to celebrate 100 years, it's important to use that to reflect on the connection that has been built with this place in particular, and all of you have those memories, those connections that are deep. And Rocky is really a treasured park. The public love this place, and they have built an incredible base of support for this park, and it thrives because of that. Not only across the state of Colorado, and particularly in the communities of Grand Lake and Estes Park, but across the nation. So I have an ask of each of you. You know this place. You know what kind of experiences can be had. I want you to share that experience with someone that you know. It can be your own child, a nephew, a friend, a niece, a cousin, or just someone that just happened to move to Colorado and has no idea what those mountains are all about up there. Make that offer. Deliver on that. And I think the future of Rocky Mountain National Park and the National Park Service will be very bright. Thank you very much.
1, 2, 3.